Yeah, let's keep it with the Great Lakes because they are no stranger to winter. Of course, this bone-chilling cold is slicing from the Midwest through the Great Lakes in the South. Millions of Americans are waking up to cold weather alerts. And over the Windy City, how about this? At the airport, it's 3, the air temperature. Wind out of the northwest makes it feel like 16 below right now.
Ooh, yeah. Let's go on location with Fox Weather Correspondent Robert Ray. He's been hanging out there for the past couple of hours. Robert, good morning. How are things looking currently?
Good morning to you guys and everyone watching, and greetings to a very dark and cold, windy Chicago, living up to its name. And look at behind my shoulder, you see that the building lit up and it says "Bear Down." Unfortunately, Chicago Bears lost to the Los Angeles Rams last night, with thousands of people just freezing in Soldier Field, which is not far. In fact, I can see it in the distance here on the museum campus. Soon the light will come up and will reveal the frozen tundra that is Chicago. But you see this video from over the past weekend, and my goodness, O'Hare Airport with all of the machinery and the de-icing machines trying to make that machine work correctly to get people in and out and into the air. Gosh, public transportation just dealing with all the snow, the ice, and the freezing temperatures. Remember, last week we had the lake effect snow that hit not only here in Chicago with the squalls, but just across the lake about 60 miles in southwest Michigan and northwest Indiana. We had that incredible wind and snow that hit there, dropping quite literally feet of snow. Now, here's the deal. In Chicago, we're not going to see a feet of snow, but we have blowing snow here this morning and light flurries, and temperatures with the wind chill well below zero, and that's only going to get worse as the morning progresses, unfortunately. And then in a few days, in fact, later this week, you're going to have lows that are like -8. Can you imagine? Well, yes, you can. If you're from Chicago, you can imagine. But it's been a long time since we've seen winters this rough in the Great Lakes. It's been quite the season so far to start it off, and certainly anyone that is outside today in the city of big shoulders, the Windy City, all these terms we have for Chicago as they dub themselves, they're going to have to be very, very careful, because if you're out here for, let's say, 15 to 30 minutes and you have exposed skin, yes, you're going to have a major problem. You're going to have frostbite, and then you're going to end up at an emergency room, and that's not going to be a good thing. So people have to be careful. There are warming shelters that are open all across the city, and they will be, at least in the short term for the coming week, because of the cold temperatures that are making their way through here. But my goodness, yeah, we're talking about like 200 million people across the U.S. that are experiencing temperatures below normal, and we know what happened in the south. I flew up from Atlanta yesterday. Temperatures were about 43 degrees, but if you went 90 miles to the south of Atlanta in Macon, well, you saw snow and colder temperatures. What a winter so far. All we could do is just hope and pray for April and May. Back to you.
But what a good saying. Hope and pray for April and May. And we've been staring at that degree temperature that's been on the screen there, Robert. 4 degrees right now. Feels even worse. Stay bundled up. Try and stay as warm as you can. That's Fox Weather Correspondent Robert Ray in the Windy City. We'll be checking back in with you in just a little bit.